Dear learners, in this lecture we will discuss about DC links, starting with various types of DC links. The first one is monopolar link, second one is bipolar link, and third one is homopolar link. Starting with the monopolar link, it has only one conductor and return path is provided by permanent earth or sea. The link usually operates with negative polarity with respect to ground so as to reduce corona loss and radio interference. Here you can see this is the diagram of monopolar link. The sea or ground return is permanent and of continuous rating. The ground return path has a low resistance and therefore low power loss in comparison with a metallic line conductor of economical size and equal length, provided the ground electrodes are of proper design. Monopolar link is more economical than a bipolar link because the ground return saves the cost of the one metallic conductor and losses in it. Monopolar HVDC links were used only for low power rating and mainly for cable transmission. Moving on to bipolar DC link. This is the basic diagram of bipolar DC link. This is most widely used DC link for overhead long distance HVDC transmission system and also for back-to-back HVDC system. This link has two conductors, one operating with positive polarity and the other with negative polarity with respect to the earth tower structure. There are two converters of equal voltage rating and connected in series at each end of the DC line as shown in above figure. The neutral points, that is the junction between converters, may be grounded at one end or at both the ends. If it is grounded at both the ends, each pole can operate independently. The earth carries only a small out of balance current during the normal operation. When the currents in the two conductors are equal, the ground current is zero. During fault or trouble on one of the lines, the other line along with ground return can supply half of the rated load. Thus, continuity of supply is maintained. Third one is the homopolar DC link. This is the diagram for homopolar DC link. Here you can see the various connections. A homopolar link has two or more conductors having the same polarity, usually negative, and always operates with ground as return conductor. In case of a fault on any one of the conductors, the converter equipment can be reconnected so that the healthy conductor can supply power. Such a scheme is very complicated and is preferred to a bipolar link provided continuous ground return does not pose additional problems. Now we will discuss about the ground return. A ground return means the ground or sea water or both as the return conductor. Most DC transmission lines use ground return path for reason of economy and reliability. The monopolar link and homopolar link use the ground return continuously for carrying the return current, whereas the bipolar link uses ground return for short duration of emergency, that is when one of the line is under repair or maintenance. For the same length of transmission, the resistance offered by the ground in case of DC is much less than that in case of AC transmission. This is because the DC in earth, unlike AC, does not follow closely the route of the line but spreads over a very large cross-sectional area in both depth and width. The resistance of ground return path in case of DC is independent of the length of lines and is essentially the sum of grounding resistance of the earthing electrodes at the two ends of the line. Ground return lines have some problem also. The main problem are designing of ground electrodes for low resistance and low cost of installation and maintenance, location and screen of electrodes so that ground currents cause negligible electrolytic corrosion of buried or immersed metallic structure, prevention of interference of the ground currents with the operation of other services such as AC power transmission, railway signals, ships, compasses, etc., and control of surface gradient near the electrode for the safety of persons, livestock, and flush. And the various sea species like fish and other things. In our next lecture, we will discuss about the